Welcome again to my YouTube channel, the Chydonns Academy. This they want to look into permutation. This video will be in many parts, so try to click subscribe so that you get the other parts of this video as to be uploaded. Now we say we will go into permutation because it's a very important topic in mathematics and in daily life as well. Now, what does permutation mean in a word? Permutation simply means arrangement. Permutation, arrangement, they are synonymous. So, what do we mean by permutation means arrangement? What do we mean by that? It simply means that permutation tells us how many ways we can arrange a particular thing from a particular thing or in a particular thing. What do I mean? Take for instance, they told you that we have 5 empty seats. And we have Mr. A, B, and C to sit on it. You tell me that they have only 3 booters, so they cannot occupy 5 seats. Yes, one will occupy 1 seat, second, next will occupy, giving you 1 way. What if the other one? What if A say, is this one I will sit, the other one this, the other one, you say another way, second way. So you notice that in the first way there is 2 seats left unoccupied, 2 seats left unoccupied. Yes, because they only have 3 booters, so they cannot occupy 5 seats. So what if they sit like this? Okay, A, B, C. You see that 2 seats will also come out, another way, third way. What if they sit like this again? A, B, and C. 2 seats unoccupied. So that is how you continue doing it till you get all the possible way in a manual method. Now, we don't need stress. Once we have shortcut to something, we don't need stress. Because this task is tedious, it's very stressful to just be getting the number of ways 3 persons can sit on 5 seats to get all the number of ways, because it is not an easy task. The permutation introduces us principles, shortcuts we can use to do it. And in this video, we'll study 2 of the shortcuts. Then in the subsequent videos, we'll also study the other part of the shortcut. Now let's see question number 1. The shortcut number 1 or principle number 1. They say number of ways we arrange R objects from any different object is given by M permutation R equal to M factorial all over M minus R factorial. This principle number 1 is applied to this. Number of ways we can arrange 3 persons from 7 different seats or in 7 different seats. How do we do it? They say we should just say 5 permutation 3, because we have 3 persons and we have 4 seats that they will occupy. 5 permutation 3. Please mind you that 3 permutation 5 has no answer. It is syntax error. So what you do now, 5 permutation 3 will be giving us 5 factorial all over 5 minus 3, 2 factorial. That will be giving us 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 2 factorial. 2 factorial means 2 times 1. Now how do we know this? Please note that when you have 5 factorial, simply means 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. When you have 0 factorial, the answer is 1. When you have 1 factorial, the answer is 1. When you have any factorial, the answer is n bracket subtract 1 bracket subtract another 1 bracket subtract another 1. You continue till when you are tired. So if I am tired at this point, I will put my factorial as well. If they say k factorial, it will be k bracket k minus 1, k minus 2, k minus 3. If I want to stop here, I put factorial. Please note all this. So that is the principle we apply. 5 factorial means be reducing it by 1 till you get to 1. And 1 factorial means 1. So you now say 5 factorial means this. So this we cancel this we cancel this. 5 times 4, 20 times 3, 60 ways. You see why we say to get all the possible ways that 3 persons will sit on this, that is very stressful. You see, that is, I will do first way, second way, third way, to 30 way, to 60 ways. You see, this principle have helped us to get it just in a line. But if we are to solve this manually, we will consume this whole board, yet we may not have finished as well. And we may equally make mistakes. So we have to appreciate all these principles as we study it. Principle number 1, we have seen it. Let's see the question we have before us. How many ways can 3 boosts be permuted from 7 other boosts? You now say the answer simply will be 7 permutation 3. That is 7 factorial all over 7 minus 3, 4 factorial. That will be giving us 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. We are stopping at 4 factorial because the denominator have 4 factorial so that they can cancel 4 factorial. Okay? This we cancel this. 7 times 6, 42. 42 times 5, that is 210 ways. Then we come again. In how many ways can numbers each having 4 distinct digits be formed from this? You ask of them. You ask, do we have any repetition? 3, 1, 5, 1, 7, 1, 9, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 8, 1. Yes, no repetition. How many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We say 7 permutation 4. That will be giving us that 7 factorial all over 7 minus 4, 3 factorial. That will be giving us 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 factorial all over 3 factorial. 3 factorial will cancel 3 factorial. That will be giving us 7 times 6, 42. 42 times 20 will give us 840 ways. So the unit for permutation is mostly ways. Okay? Now go to principle number 2. Number of permutation or arrangement of n different objects taking all at the same time is given by n factorial. Yes, once there is no repetition, you use n factorial. Take question number 1. In how many ways can the letters of the word country be arranged? You ask yourself, see how many times once O, once U, once N, once T, once R, once R, Y, 1. So no repetition. So what you do, you apply this rule. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you simply say 7 factorial. That is 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That will be giving us what? So if you multiply all this, it will be giving us 5,040 ways. Now come to question number B. In how many ways can letter A, B, C, D be arranged? You ask yourself, this they gave us, does it have any repetition? Do we have any that repeat itself? No. We now say A is 1, B is 1, C is 1, so no repetition. How many are there total? 4. You say the answer will be 4 factorial. That is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That will give us 24 ways. Okay? Now see the next video because we include the third law. We will discuss more principles on this. See the next video. Please don't forget to click subscribe and like as you enjoy the video. See you next time.